So, what about Ed Ingram? We haven't talked about this since last we spoke.
Bro, Ro was so funny.
Did you hear it? Yeah, dude. For those that missed it, Roy and Davey was with us on Tuesday. He was talking about Ed Ingram. He's like, he's a nasty. And I love nasty offensive linemen. I'm like, okay. And everybody said he was the best lineman 2 years ago. I think Will Clapp. When Will was injured a good bit 2 years ago, but he was awesome too. But understanding perspective there, this guy was a great player 2 years ago for you. So, I mean, do you just put him right back in?
Yes, you do.
Just start him.
You just put him in the game. And I think
you don't try to make him win his job back.
That's all mind games. You
Right.
know what I mean? That's all that's different, and it's especially different in college when no money is involved, because now you get to make that decision strictly based on play, strictly based on how good you are. Right. You know, when money's involved and it's the NFL, those are easy decisions to make, right? Guy comes back, I'm paying him millions and millions of dollars. You get your job because I want to get my money.
Yeah.
In this, you get an opportunity. This almost becomes parenting where you get to punish people. You get to say, you're going to have to work your way back, and you got to do these things because I got to show the other people that this is how it works. Man, bump that. I got to win games. I remember messing with Nick Saban one day. I used to always tease him because he wasn't very tall. He still isn't.
Right.
And Fred,
I've heard.
Yeah, and Fred Booker looks at him. He's like, Deuce. He's like, Deuce, you ain't gonna play. And Nick turns to him and goes, he's always gonna play because I want to win. And it was the most in a very simplistic way, in a very playful tone, in something that absolutely meant nothing to any of us. He gave me a glimpse into his soul. Right? He said, you know what? I just want to win. Like, feelings be darned, and the rest of these exterior motives go to the side. And even in some situations where punishment may be the best thing to show other people that I at least have a grasp on what's going on, it's not going to ever be more important than winning. And so in making Ed Ingram earn anything, it's stupid. Put him in the game, let him smash people's children, and we move on. Like, let's not make this harder than this. Hey, this dude doesn't like dudes in the other colors.
Right.
He shows his emotion of not liking those people by inflicting physical harm on them. Legitimately, that's all I want my offensive linemen to think. Like, I want to be on a team and have offensive linemen that I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, I legitimately want to be like, bro, I don't even like this dude. Mm-hmm. Like, he's a bad person. He's mean. Like, at practice, he hits people when he don't have to. He always fighting, right? Like, that's how you want to feel about your offensive lineman, that he's like, RC, man, I got something at the house. You coming? Nah, bro, I don't like you. You nasty. You don't really bathe like talking about. You know what I'm saying? You always stink. I want to feel that way about you because I know 100% if I don't like you, nobody else does.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if I think you're a bad guy, right? And like Kevin Mawai, it's so hard for me to talk to Kev now because he is the sweetest human.
Such a nice guy.
He was dirty. I'm talking, bruh. We used to talk about jumping Kev.
Like, in the game?
In the game, dog. Like Casey Hampton, me, James Ferrier, Troy. I used to be like, bro, like, we just going to take the fine, man. I was like, I hate this dude. And then, like, after the game, he's like, oh, RC, man, great to see you, man. God bless. Man, I don't know. Don't be blessing me. You just tried to cut me in the open field. Was you trying to bless my kids, Kev? Were you trying to bless my kids? Like, but he's a Hall of Famer because on top of being like one of the more intelligent and talented dudes in the world, he was just nasty. Like, he legit doesn't care about your well-being. And Ed Ingram is like that. Like, you can't put a value on not caring about other people.
So you don't like Ed Ingram?
I don't know him.
Yeah.
Right?
But
I feel like I wouldn't like him.
Right. Because he's that kind of dude that doesn't bathe.
And then what happens is...
Or care about your well-being.
And then you start to be like, oh, but you're my butthole. You see what I'm saying? That's what it all circles around. You see what I mean? Like Willie Colon was like that. Like Willie Colon, man, he didn't wear socks. And so like in the locker room, man, like he would take his cleats off bro.
He didn't wear socks to play?
Bro, he cut the bottom out of the game socks. Yeah, he didn't wear socks, dog. So like you be at practice.
Oh, man.
And when he would, and so I'm not taking a lot of time. At St. Vincent's, we had very small locker rooms like at camp. And so he would take his shoes off, and the odor, bro, it was like a ghost. Right?
What does a ghost smell like?
No, because let me tell you why. Because it would float up out of his shoes where you really couldn't see it. And so when it attacked your nose, it attacked it with such ferocity.
Yeah.
Because you were like, oh my, like, because you didn't know, I didn't see him take his shoes off. I felt it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Here comes the ghost
and
odor.
He fought every day, bro. Like he fought a defensive lineman every day simply for living. That was it.
Yeah.
But after a while, I was like, gosh, you are such a bad dude, but you're my bad dude.
Got it.
Because what happened was he treated the other people worse, Tony.
Right.
He treated the other ones worse. So then I learned you actually like me. Like the fact that you only slapped me twice when we got into it and you choked old boy, you like me. You showed me grace. You my dog. I'm sorry. And we get away. And Ed Ingram's that type of guy is what I'm saying.
So you're saying they should play Ed Ingram is what you're saying.